All right, welcome back. Let's continue the conversation now on the candidates that are declaring, or the aspirants that are declaring their interest to run for the 2023 presidential election. I'm now being joined on the program by Professor Sadiq Abba, who is a public affairs analyst. He joins us from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Professor Abba, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Let me start by asking you what you make of well, the faces that have declared interest to run for the 2023 presidency so far.
Well, good evening, Nigerians. And what I can say is all the faces that now came out in the last few days declaring their interest or showing their interest to run for the presidential seat of this country are all faces. They are not new in Nigerian political cycles. They are not strangers to the Nigerian political scenes or platforms. And they are not new to Nigerians, both electors and stakeholders and actors of in the political system. So there is nothing new. Most of them, about majority of them, there has been an expectation that they are going to come out, and they really came out. Most of them are being touted as presidential hopefuls in the last 6 years. Most of the, or majority of them are being cajoled, directly or indirectly, to come out and contest for this presidency. And so far so good. They have not disappointed Nigerians, and Nigerians were not taken by surprise either. So those who have shown interest have been the all-war horses in the political race in this country. So we are not expecting something new, something extraordinary, or something strange. It is the all actors that are recycling themselves in different names and on different platforms, and it is the same all political games that are being replayed and played again within the political
But Prof,
cycles of
did
Nigeria.
you expect?
So,
did you expect that we were going to see this, this seemingly, should I call it, rapid declaration of interest now, if you like, at the beginning of the year? Because it would appear the moment the former governor of Lagos State and the national leader of the APC declared his interest, others started coming out. And are we likely to see more declare interest in the coming weeks? Because obviously it's like the ball has been set rolling for them. And of course, some of these, some of those who are interested may just not want to delay in declaring their interest so that people know immediately.
Well, as far as reality suggests, is that what kept them so low and so silent all this while until Tinubu came on board, it seems some of them are just political joggers, jokers. They are not serious. Nigerians cannot take them seriously. They knew what they were looking for. Certainly, they were not looking for the seat of the presidency in 2023. Some of them were just political jobbers trying to invest for good returns, because certainly they don't have the capacity, they don't have the ability, they don't have the platforms, both democratically and politically, to contest for the presidency. Some are just playing to the gallery, politically and democratically. So a lot of them will keep on coming up, and Nigerians are wiser. And honestly, we will shine our eyes democratically in order to differentiate between the chaff and the corn. So yes, a lot of them are coming up, and a lot will continue to come up, but at least before the middle of the year, by maybe or the third quarter of this year, you'll begin to realize that when the journey is for long, then you'll be able to see who is serious and who is not unserious. But as even now as it is today, there are two people that came up. In fact, they are just jokers. I think they are abusing the political sensibilities of Nigerians, that they want to become presidents of this country. And we won't take it lightly. We will be more serious this time around. We will go back to our drawing boards. We will interrogate every aspect of national life and every aspect of private character and behavior in order to at least come up with candidates that at least we can beat our chest and say, look, these are the people that weathered the storm in the last 30 to 40 years of Nigerian political history, and they were able to contribute positively and directly impacted the lives and times of an average Nigerian on the street.
All right,
so, but
Prof,
I can assure you,
let me just
will keep on
let me
coming.
just quickly ask you this, Prof. Sorry to interject. And this is specifically with regards to the declaration of Bola Tinubu. That's the APC leader and, of course, the former governor of Lagos State. Look, everyone believes the vice president of the country is also interested in the race, even though he's not come out to declare. Now that, considering the relationship now between him and Bola Tinubu, and now Bola Tinubu declaring his interest, do you think it makes it now difficult, that it boxes the vice president into a corner in terms of whether he should come out to declare his interest or not?
I think if the vice president is a serious person, he should forget about the 2023 presidential ticket, because it's not his time. And I am saying this thing purely as a political scientist. You see, look, when the journey of this, when this journey started, it did not start by 2015, it did not start by 1999, it started far, far beyond that. When people were fighting for military to go away out of Nigerian political system, well, I said, look, I don't even want to go very far. In 2015, when the APC as a political party was courting Bola Tinubu as a leader of a platform, Southwestern platform, to go into a collaboration or to go into partnership for the 2015 elections, Osinbajo was not in the picture of the political calculations in this country. So I don't want to play to the gallery, because look, I have the background of a political scientist. I have been a politician. I contested for Senate and House of Representatives in 1999, and in 2011 I contested in my constituency. I held position of a party leader, chairman of a political party in Nigeria. So I'm speaking from experience. Osinbajo's time is not yet ripe. Look, if political warlords, you understand, the contemporary political masquerades of Nigerian history are dancing. I think people like Osinbajo should dance, sit aside and learn the beautiful steps of those people so that they can use it in the future. With all the respect to Osinbajo, I respect him as my vice president, and I like his style of leadership, you understand, as an academic. But honestly, to be sincere to him, if I can advise him as a political scientist, I should have, this is not his time. And there are a lot of people like him. They should just go away and learn the ropes from the older generations. Because look, don't deceive ourselves that we should have a paradigm shift in terms of generational shift, in terms of age. The youth of this country are not even ready to take over power. So honestly, I will advise Osinbajo to go for the first. Look, the seat of the vice president is not even a good training ground to become a president of Nigeria. Governorship, National Assembly are the places. So he should now cut his teeth in those areas. So if he comes out, if he has a supporters, this democracy, he's free to come out. But certainly, people like us are very, very careful. We will never make a mistake again in bringing the wrong people at the right places. So with all the respect, Osinbajo should now wait beyond 2023.
Okay, I understand your point. Now let me quickly ask you this. The issue of zoning, how do you think it's going to play out in the coming weeks and months in both political parties now? Because both of them, and the way I say it, the way the Nigerian political space is configured, somehow I think the next president will come from either the APC or the PDP. But both political parties are still prevaricating, if you like, on the issue of zoning. How do you think that politics is going to play out?
You see, zoning is undemocratic. I don't like the language of zoning in the democratic system. It is uncultural in political system. It is uncultural in democratic system. But if it will work for Nigeria, for political stability, for democratic development, so be it. I have no problem with that. But if the entire country believes that the candidate should come from one geopolitical zone, so be it. So look, we should even de-emphasize the issue of zoning. If we zone a place and they are incapable of bringing a good candidate, then we are all doomed. So we should de-emphasize zoning. We should emphasize capacity. We should emphasize democratic credentials of the candidate. We should emphasize his ability and credentials to provide greatest happiness to the greatest number to Nigerians. And I believe there are in each zone of this country, in every village in this country, if you work hard, we can find Nigerians who will fill these particular gaps. So to me, zoning is not an issue, but we should go for capacity. And look,
but do you think it's capable of dividing interest in both political parties?
Yeah, certainly. Zoning is a PDP affair. It was PDP that came up with the zoning in order to retain power for 60 years. I don't know whether, I have never seen a single day, I have been an APC person all through my life as a foundation member and up till today, but until recently. But I can assure you that there is no any arrangement in APC about zoning. So when Buhari was asked to contest election in 2015, it was not based on zoning. It was based on his capacity to take over power from PDP. So let the APC bring somebody, if it is going to the south, which part of the south, let the APC now work out to a candidate that can have the capacity also to retain power for them. So if PDP uses as a power retention strategy, APC should use zoning also for another purpose also, which is positive. So if they say zoning is it in APC, I don't have any problem with that. It's the responsibility and the choice of the party to choose how and when and where a candidate should come from for the presidency or for the national chairmanship of the party. But to me, I don't think it's good for democracy and political culture in any part of the world.
Professor Sadiq Abba, thank you very much for talking to us and for sharing your insights with us on this very topical issue. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On Digi 360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
Digi 360, dissecting the issues.